Hey everybody, welcome back to Skill Check. I'm your host today, Garrett, and I'm joined with Colin. We're going to be going over the Dark Angels today, the Unforgiven Task Force. These guys are kind of cool. They have a weird ability called Grim Resolve. It basically just, if they fail a Battle Shock test, they still suffer all the same penalties, except for they still count as OC1 instead of 0.
I was kind of just reading through because I was actually thinking about building some Dark Angels lists, and there's a good amount of Battle Shock support in this army. So we'll get into it a little bit as we go. But
So, interestingly, people have been joking about bringing flyers, because flyers are normally OC0, and then purposely getting them battle shocked in some way.
oh, that is
And
actually
then they go to
wow.
OC1.
What? I never
Same
even thought of that.
same for other OC0 units in Space Marines. I think
Huh?
Cerberus. Yeah, so yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, because the jet fighters and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Unforgiven Fury is the first round we're going to talk about. And you're shooting your fight phase. You basically gain lethal hits. And then each time the unit makes an attack. Wait.
In addition, if one or more
Are
units
currently.
from your army are
Oh.
currently battle shocked, this is what I was talking about. Until the end of the battle phase, each time a model in your unit makes an attack, a successful unmodified hit roll of 5+ scores a critical hit.
See, but
So
it's so weird that it's your army. I thought it was the enemies. This is why I was tripping out about it.
yeah, no, that's
I
what I'm
thought it was
saying. Like
enemies. Okay. Interesting.
this army has a lot of battle shock shenanigans. So this is the weird part though. Um, you So you can't use Unforgiven Fury on the unit that's Battle Shocked because Battle Shock states that you can't use stratagems on
Yes.
there. But you can use it on another one. So you kind of have like a sacrificial lamb of a unit, and then you
Yeah.
can kind of super buff the other one.
It's just unreliable and kind of weird to
It is.
count on being battle shock. It's a nice ability to just always count as one, but I don't know about. I don't know. This is just quirky to me. Armor Contempt. It's a staple of Marines. Everybody's had it so far. It's pretty great.
Yep.
Ooh. Oh, scroll. There we go. Uh, Intractable.
Yeah, that's what I
Uh,
would say. Yeah.
your movement phase just after a unit from your army falls back. Uh, that unit specifically until the end of the turn. That unit is eligible to shoot and declare a charge and fall back. So, fall back, shoot, and charge. Pretty good.
Yep.
Fire discipline in your shooting phase until the end. Equipped with gain assault, heavy, and ignores cover. Very good. All around,
That's
good
pretty
rules.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of those are good. Very, very different use cases, but all of them are very good. Grim Retribution. In your opponent's shooting phase, after they have shot, you basically get to shoot back.
That one's really strong.
That one's very strong.
Yeah, I was looking at this one when I was kind of building the list, and I was like, "Ooh, is that worth running the task force for?" I don't
It's
know if
really
it's worth running
good.
it for, but well, the problem is you have to compare this to the Gladius task force,
Yeah,
and
you also have
Gladius is
to.
just very good.
You also have to survive being shot this edition.
Yeah, that's step one.
And then they have Unbreakable Lines. In your opponent's charge phase, subtract 1 damage. This is the Death Guard strat, but only in your opponent's charge phase instead of every fight phase. And 1 CP. It's good. I think it's good. For when combat does happen. Whew.
Yeah, the problem is combat's just not happening that often right now.
There's also a spicy combo we'll talk about later with multiple instances of -1 damage. Shroud of Heroes. Monsters unit on a 2. When the bear is destroyed, the first time the bear is destroyed, basically set him back up on a 2+ with 3 wounds remaining.
Yep, I like it.
Yep.
I think it's pretty good.
Yep. It's pretty good all around. Okay. Heavenfall Blade. Add 1 to attack, strength, and damage characteristic of the melee weapons of the bear. While the bear is battle shocked, add 2 to the attack, strength, and damage characteristics. I really hate this battle shock thing.
Yeah, it's quirky.
Yeah, it's very, very quirky. Yeah. Okay, the next one is Stubborn Tenacity. Start his model. While this model is leading a unit, you may add 1 to the hit rolls of the bearer's unit. While below starting strength, add 1 to wound roll if the bearer's unit is battle shocked.
Yep, there it is again.
It's
you just want everything
it's
to be
just
battle
so
shocked.
quirky. Yeah, I know. It's the sister's ability, but swap the very last sentence to, instead of being battle shocked, or sorry, starting strength to battle shocked.
Yeah.
And the last one is a 6+ feel no pain.
But you can only use
4
it on
plus.
Chimeras Ancient, Terminator Ancient, or a Blade Guard Ancient.
Yes, and then you get a
But
4 up in feel no pain if you're battle shocked.
yeah, I mean, I guess it would be really good in like something like a Terminator squad.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it.
Blade Guard would be all right as well, I guess. I don't. Yeah.
Well, moving on to the first data sheet, we're going to talk about Asriel, Lion's Wrath. Pretty good weapon. It's 8 attacks, 83 damage too. Oh, wait.
Devastating wounds.
Sorry, 2. Sorry, this is the gun. 2 attacks.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was
2
looking at the
attacks.
strength. I thought I said 8 attacks for some reason. Sword of Secret, 6 attacks, devastating wounds, also very good. AP 104, strengths. Man, they really lowered the strength of a lot of people, I feel like.
I'm A-okay with it right now, honestly.
Yeah. He gets sustained hits 1. It's like fine. But the big deal is he's Masterful Tactician, so he gains you a CP in your command phase.
CP generation, I said it in one of the last videos, but it's just so strong. Anytime you can gain CP, it's just honestly worth taking. So he's only 120 points, and I think he's worth all 120 of them.
Well, he also has the Lion Helm. Models in the bearer's unit have a 4-up invulnerable save. In addition, once per battle, at any time the bearer can summon a Watcher in the dark. When it does, until the end of the phase, models in the unit have a 4+ against mortal wounds.
Insane.
Yeah, it's very, very, very strong.
Did we just talk about his other ability, either of his Supreme Grandmaster? While he's leading a unit, models in that unit have sustained hits 1.
Yeah, I said that. I mentioned it.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, it was the first ability. Yep. He can join a whole lot of things.
He can.
Mostly Blade Guard veterans are the ones that stick out to me, but Assault Intercessors can be cute as well, just for a cheap, good unit. Or
Yeah,
heck, even if you want to make Stern Guard with sustained hits.
Everybody can have a Stern Guard. I think it's kind of funny at this point.
Yeah, they're kind of the new intro box. I bet they'll be on a bunch of data sheets.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of a fan of Blade Guard veterans right now. I think there's not a lot of things that can join them, but I think there might be worth looking into if you're a Space Marine player.
Fair. Belial. This is the Terminator character. Sword of Silence, pretty mediocre, just like everybody else. He gives his unit, each time they score a critical hit, they can basically get the precision ability, so they get to pick their target in a unit for characters purposes. So you can try to snipe out characters with them.
I mean, I think the Sword of Silence is a pretty good character killer.
Yeah, it's okay. It's precision baseline, so you don't have to worry about trying to proc it, so it's pretty good. And then when he takes damage on a 2+, he does a mortal wound back to the unit that hit him. He's cute. He's good. He joins a whole bunch of different Terminators.
Is that all the Terminators? I think it is.
I believe it's almost all the Terminators. Maybe not Terminator Commands. No, Terminator Command Squad, the first. Deathwing Command Squad is what it's called.
Crazy.
Yeah. Okay, on to Samael. I always like looking at this guy because he's kind of neat. I am very, very, very disappointed he is T5.
It's kind of disappointing, but
It should be like T6, T7, I feel like. I feel like he should be pretty tough.
I agree, just because he's on the jet bike and that kind of stuff. But
the Mastercrafted Plasma Cannon, pretty good.
Pretty
Strength 8,
solid.
83, damage 2, D3 shots. It's like fine. It's got blast. The Raven Sword, just fine. While this unit is leading a unit, they are eligible to shoot and
declare a charge and
in terms of say advance. Sorry, I'm used to it saying fallback, but it says advance. Interesting.
Yeah,
I like
shoot and charge with advance. In the list that I was building earlier, he was actually the first one that I added with a command squad.
See, this is weird to me. Um, why would it clarify to shoot and charge and advance? Because you can already do that with most things, but it doesn't make them assault. So that's just really weird for me.
What do you mean? Most things can't advance and charge for free.
No, shoot. It clarifies shoot as well.
Yeah, you can only shoot after you advance with assault weapons.
Yeah, but he doesn't give them assault still.
Oh, I think it's just because they wanted to say you can do both shoot and
Yeah,
charge
it's
with
it's just weird. It's just weird that like to mention it because like I don't know. It does. Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
I think you're weird.
It's weird. Yeah. True. Fair. Each time each time an enemy unit, excluding monsters, vehicles, engages with the model, select to fall back. They basically take an extra 1 to desperate escape test if they're battle shocked. If not, they just take a normal desperate escape test. How many points is this guy? Did you know, Colin?
He's not that expensive actually. He is actually 145.
I'd bring him. Yeah. Bikes.
Yeah.
Bikes. Yeah. 145 for a unit of Black Knights.
Yeah.
Seems great.
Wait till we get down to the command squad. That's actually who I plan on running this guy with.
Okay.
So.
Wait. Can he join?
Yeah, he can join the Ravenwing command squad.
Oh, yeah. Ravenwing command squad. Yep.
I think that is going to be a super buff unit, but we'll talk about it when we get down there.
Yep. Okay. Ezekiel. This is the Psyker guy. He has Psychic Hood, just like every other Psyker. Mind Wipe, though, is a little bit interesting. It's got anti-character 4+, dev wounds, hazardous precision, and psychic. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
It's just the keywords of anti-character that he gets when he overcharges for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Which is still pretty good. And then Trader's Bane being an anti-chaos 2+ weapon.
Yikes.
Yeah.
He really hates those chaos.
Yeah, he very much hates chaos. In your shooting phase, select one enemy unit, or you can select one unit with an 18 of this model. Enemy units must take a battle shock test. It's like okay.
Yep.
Add one. Yeah, he just adds 1 to the attack characteristic. When this model is destroyed, each. Yep. The battle shock abilities is just so wacky for me.
It's kind of backwards.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Dr. Doom, Asmodee.
This guy's sick.
He's one every time I look at his model, I always think of like Dr. Doom.
Yeah, they do have that vibe. The green cloak with the I see it.
Yep.
He has anti-character 2+ with extra attacks and precision from his Blades of Reason. I'm interested. Okay. It seems like very mediocre profile, but it's free. And then he has Exemplar of Hate. You can reroll hit rolls. I believe that's what most chaplains do. And then Feared Interrogator. At the start of the fight phase, each enemy character within 6 of this model must take a battle shock test, subtracting 1 when doing so. In addition, each time destroyed an enemy character, you gain back a CP. That will come up exactly 0 out of 100 games. But
he has precision.
I
know.
He only has precision on the Blades of Reason.
Oh yeah, I know. I know.
Okay.
But he's only 70 points though. So he's not hateful.
He's not the worst, I guess. Definitely not my first 5.
Definitely not my first, but he's alright.
So, Ravenwing Talon Masters. Let's wow, this is really good. While his model in 3 of one of the other models, he gains Lone Operative. That's great. He has to be mounted or a fly vehicle. That's fine. If we're playing Ravenwing, we're probably bringing this guy.
Yep.
He
also gives all of your mounted and your fly vehicles within a 6 inch of it. Ignores cover. So
pretty decent.
Yeah. I definitely plan on running one of those and then just rushing. This is part of that command squad.
The Master Maneuvers thing is the big thing, though. When somebody ends within 9, one unit gets to. Sorry.
Yeah. It can make a normal move up to 6 inches.
He can make a normal move up to 6 inches. Yep.
Very strong.
Seems pretty good. Yeah, he just seems fine. Lazarus. This is the newer Primaris guy. Wow, what is he supposed to be? He gives you a 3+ save against psychic attacks and mortal wounds. Ooh. He's really good, actually. Depending on his units you join. Each time the model that unit is destroyed, if that unit is fought on, he fights on death on a 4+. He's pretty okay.
Yeah, I mean, he is Lazarus is only 80 points, so definitely worth running
That
in.
Feel No Pain seems so good.
I think it's worth running in something like a
Blade Guard.
Blade Guard.
I would think Blade Guard.
Yep.
Yeah, seems very good. Very relevant in this meta for 70 points. I'm almost just bringing him just because.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Deathwing Strike Master. He gives lethal hits, and he does the thing if you're below half, you add 1 to the hit and wound roll. When the enemy is below half, not when you're below half. And he has a storm shield that gives him +1 wound. If you take it, it seems fine.
That's weird that they would make it a war gear option, I guess.
I mean, you don't have to take the storm shield.
Oh, I guess you don't. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Deathwing Command Squad. They can bring an apothecary, basically, res a model. Add 1 to objective control if they have the banner. And then Honor and Death. Add 1 to advanced charge rolls. And then Heroic Intervention costs 0 CP. These guys are just a Terminator Command Squad. They don't really have anything going for them different than other than the fact they have a built-in apothecary, ancient, and that +1 advanced charge rolls. I think they're okay.
I think these command squads are the way you're going to go if you're going to go with Terminator bricks.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, they seem fine.
pretty good.
Yep. Deathwing Terminator Squad. This is not the unit. Yeah. This is not the unit that I think is insane.
Yeah, no,
each time this, I'm waiting on the next one. Each time the model in this makes attack, ignore any. It's honestly the same thing basic Terminators have, basically, where they just ignore all modifiers to weapon skill and ballistic skill, and get +1 to hit when
+1
their target
to hit on your oath target.
your oath target. So, yep, they're actually just box standard Terminators. It seems. I think they might be able to take an extra rocket launcher per 5. I think that's the thing versus the normal Terminators, but I think they're pretty much generically the same. And you can mix. I think the big deal is you can mix the squad, so you can have guys with guns and fists and guys with shields and hammers, which I don't believe you can do in normal Terminator squads. I think that's the big difference. So, in a Terminator squad, you can bring a guy with, like, Power Fist and Vulture, but you can't bring a guy with a Thunderhammer Storm Shield. That's an Assault Terminator unit.
Yeah.
This unit can do both.
What's going on? Why can you equip to 1 Watcher in the Dark? Like, what does it get you?
Maybe we'll see later on. Maybe the Watcher in the Dark is the thing at the bottom of the thing. Maybe it's I don't know.
Yeah, I'm so lost.
Well, a Watcher in the Dark earlier was a Feel No Pain against Psychic, I think.
Yeah, but that was part of that ability.
Yeah, I don't know.
So.
Well, they all are about taking Watcher in the Dark found the Death Knights or Deathwing Knights data sheet. So let's go to Deathwing.
Oh, are we saying that this War Gear ability is for the Watcher in the Dark?
I don't know.
I'm so lost on what.
All right, well, we're going to move on to the Deathwing. Here we go. Watcher in the Dark. It's on their data sheet. It's weird that they're not the ones above this. But when an attack, each time an attack is allocated to this unit, subtract 1 damage. Deathwing Knights are just melee Terminators. They have the Flail, the Unforgiven, and Base Absolution. They are also equipped with a Storm Shield, but it's just built into their profile. Yeah, these are fine.
But the Watcher in the Dark ability, once per battle at any time, player can summon one.
Yep, it's Feel No Pain against mortals.
Feel No Pain against mortals. That's crazy strong.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's really, really good.
Yeah, especially on your Terminators and stuff that you want to keep alive. I'm all about it.
Mm-hmm. This next unit. This is the one I'm excited about.
Oh, the Raven Wing Command Squad?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so Plasma Talons are okay. Hazardous is still super spooky. They have an apothecary. They have a banner for more OCs. So they go to OC3 and advance and charge. Yeah, these guys are great with the guy we were talking about, Samael.
MAL, and then you also keep a Talon Master close by. You're doing some damage.
No, I like this unit. I'm all about them. I think they're great. I think they're great. I think they're great. I think the big reason you would have played Black Knights before is instead of the command squad is because they could bring more guys, but I believe they're now all just 6 per unit. I don't think you can go to 9. I believe all bikers went that way.
Correct. And the command squad, so here's my problem with it. The command squad is about 60 points more than the Black Knight. So,
well, yes, but you get anti-monster and anti-vehicle 4+ in the fight phase.
It's definitely worth running some regular Black Knights, but
Black Knights do have a place, I think, because man, anti-vehicle and anti-monster 4+ makes you so much more devastating in combat.
Sure.
The Black Knight's combat weapon though is pretty good. It's basically just a power sword now. Yep, it's pretty good. I'm all about it because before it was like kind of like a worse power sword, but I like it.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Dark Shroud. It just
also
confirms
super
cover.
good.
Yeah, it did what it did before. Basically, just give cover to everybody. I think it was
But
a
it's
-1. What?
It's also a big model though, so that 6-inch aura it goes quite a distance.
It is. I will say I do think about it now. I'm pretty sure it was -1 to hit in the last edition, so maybe slightly worse. This is the Ravenwing Vengeance. I believe it has a missile launcher is the big difference here. All the guns on these things are pretty good, but the Plasma Storm Battery looking pretty good at a D6+1 twin-linked blast. Hazard, like, the twin-linked is what sells me on this weapon. Because, yeah, you win most vehicles on 5s. Some on 6, like Eldar, but we're going to skip past that one. But you're twin-linked, so you get to reroll those to wound rolls. I think this vehicle is very powerful.
Yeah.
And then it's got the thing, once per turn in bonus shooting phase, when somebody gets shot within 6, you basically get to shoot with this guy. Very good.
Especially when you're just hosing somebody with that plasma battery.
Yeah, man. I think this is good. I think this thing actually will see some play.
Yeah.
Ravenwing Dark Talon. I think these are mediocre.
I mean, the Rift Cannon has some damage. I mean, it's strength 16, AP -4, D3 plus 1 shot,
D3 plus
3
1
damage.
It's only D3 plus 1 shots.
But it's 3 damage. That's actually insane for these for non like knight weapon and tank weapons. That's pretty good.
I think this thing is very mediocre. Like, very mediocre. We're gonna move on to the Nephilim Jet Fighter. Subtract 1 from the hip roll. It's fly. Yay. This thing is even more underwhelming in my opinion than the last one.
You're just not a fan of flyers.
I'm not.
You're just a hater on the flyers.
I am not.
I love them.
Are they sub 100 points? Because then I like them.
Hey, all right, let's move on.
How many points are they calling?
The Jet Fighter's 195. And then the Dark Talon is 210. But
holy, this is 210?
Yeah, I think that's solid. That's like a somewhat decent.
I'm moving on to a relevant model, also known as Lionel Johnson. This guy.
All right, we can move on now.
This guy slaps.
Yeah, he's just too good.
He's a 3-up invulnerable save. He has to be near units. Then he gets lone operative. You get to select a Primarch ability, which is feel no pain against auras within 6.
He's just too good.
Yeah, like he just does so much. Like the feel no pain feels huge in some matchups.
Yep.
When your opponent uses a stratagem, within 12, you basically gain a CP. And unit battle shock test has failed. Unit being battle shocked, stratagem effects are not resolved. It's okay. Using sick, each time this model makes an attack, add 1 to the hit roll. Basically, you're going to use Martial Exemplar and no hiding from the Watchers. Like, all the time. This guy's great.
Yeah, he's an auto-include, and even though he is like 380 points, he is still an auto-include, in my opinion.
He's going to be in a lot of lists. I don't know. I think he's pretty great. Him having that pseudo lone operative really makes him very powerful, and the no hiding from the Watchers really, really helps against a lot of armies at the moment. A 4-up Feel No Pain against mortal wounds is incredibly valuable right now.
Yeah. And he is on a decent sized base. Like, he is definitely not a small boy.
No.
And that 6-inch auras can really go a long way, especially when you're building like these big Terminator bombs that you're probably going to run them next to, or
Yeah, he also
like
just
maybe some Blade
absolutely
Guard veterans.
smashes in melee.
Oh yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah.
16 attacks?
He
That's
is. He
insane.
still does have the monster keyword, which is unfortunate because that means he's a little bit less agile.
Justified though.
Justified.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I think this guy's good. I think he's
I
pretty
agree.
good.
Yep.
Well, that's our conclusion on Dark Angels. I don't know how I feel about them 100% yet, but they're pretty good. I think they're okay.
I'm a huge fan of them right now. I think they're pretty cool. I don't know if I'm running I don't know if I'm running their task force though.
Yeah,
I think
I
I'm
think I'm gonna
still
stick with
running
Gladius as
Gladius.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Samuel Command Squad seems pretty good.
Yep. I'm excited to try it out. I'm probably gonna try to get it painted up and ready for next month's local RTT.
There
So
we go. Okay. Well, thank you all for joining us. We have some new things to announce. We have a new Discord server that you can join down below. And we have a new merch site with new skill check merch. So go check that out. Just get a t-shirt if you want. There's a free coupon code for 10% off when you go to the link. And that's about it. Make sure you like and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
see ya.